The Pink Floyd albums David Gilmour called the band's lowest point artistically. The Pink Floyd story, on top of producing some of the best music of the past 50 years, is also a wonderfully dense melodrama that occasionally reads like a bad soap opera. With an original leader who lost his mind to drugs and mental illness, a fallow period of experimentation, global success, and petty infighting that corrupted the group, everything about Pink Floyd deals with some sort of drama. It's worth noting that during this so-called fallow period, Pink Floyd was still one of the biggest acts in rock music. Although their albums were often listless and formless, the Floyd were perfecting the art of the live show, complete with elaborate lighting designs, projections, smoke machines, and visuals. As space rock became the genre they were most associated with, the band would blow minds with cosmic breakouts like Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun and Interstellar Overdrive. But outside the live sphere, Pink Floyd were a spaceship without a captain or a solid direction forward. A chaotic democratic process briefly took hold, exemplified by the individual compositions that made up the second vinyl record of the 1969 double album Glmour. No Idea was a bad idea, and 1970s follow-up LP Atom Heart Mother strung together a wild central suite, folk songs, and an avant-garde album ender that was mostly just the sounds of their roadie cooking himself breakfast. These two albums in particular came to represent the most out there that Pink Floyd ever got, and it was this unfocused feeling that led David Gilmour to criticize Glmour and Atom Heart Mother in more recent times. Well, we decided to make the damn album, and each of us to do a piece of music on our own. Gilmour recalled about his contribution to Glmour, The Narrow Way. It was just desperation really, trying to think of something to do, to write by myself. I'd never written anything before, I just went into a studio and started waffling about, tacking bits and pieces together. I haven't heard it in years. I've no idea what it's like. Gilmour wasn't any kinder when it came to his assessment of the follow-up. Atom Heart Mother was a good idea but it was dreadful, Gilmour told Mojo magazine in 2001. I listened to that album recently, God, it's shit, possibly our lowest point artistically. It sounds like we didn't have any idea between us, but we became much more prolific after it. Both Roger Waters and Nick Mason have expressed dissatisfaction with the two albums as well, but neither have put forth the rancor that Gilmour seems to have for Glmour and Atom Heart Mother. If nothing else, Pink Floyd were lucky to have existed at a time where bands could take a few albums to really find themselves. The ill-defined experimentation would soon be abandoned, giving way to more heavily structured pieces that gave Pink Floyd the identity they were desperate to find.